Hello, Huskies. This week we've got some wins to celebrate. Woo! We're talking about the Big East League of Legends matches against Butler and Providence, Rocket League against Morris College, and we're going to hear from Rocket League's team in a deeper, in-depth, and we're going to hear from Rocket League's team in a deeper interview. And we're going to hear from the Rocket League team in a deeper interview. So let's game on. UConn versus Butler University. UConn banned Olaf, Victor, Seraphine, Kale, and Skarner. Oh, I love Skarner. Butler banned Thresh, Udyr, Hecarim, Lilia, and Graves. UConn has Ornn in the top lane, Sejuani in the jungle, Vel'Koz in mid, yes, Ashe ADC, and Yuumi as support. Hydra and Super Slayer 108 are seen on their comfort picks, and Butler picks Irelia in the top, Jarvan in the jungle, Vladimir in the mid, and Misfortune ADC and Galio in support. Both teams have strong picks with very good AoE ultimate, so this is a good matchup. Starting off with the game, we see Irelia going for an aggressive tower drive on the Ornn and picking up after first blood for Butler. Butler decided to call an early lane swap with the mid and bot lane. UConn matched their lane swap, but Butler is seen to be controlling the early game movements with taking on the first two dragons. The Irelia was able to get a few kills on Ornn, and UConn matched that with a kill on Vladimir on the other side of the map. So back and forth all throughout this match. Unfortunately, Irelia got a kill on Vel'Koz with a roam down on bot. A team fight around 15:30 broke out by the River Dragon with UConn initiating, but Butler showed their lead with 4 kills on UConn, and they were able to grab the dragon. Well, Butler was able to take the gold lead on Irelia and translate it to a team gold lead. UConn was able to pick up a dragon and lost a few kills to Butler, used to a lot of their ults to try to prevent Irelia from coming too close to the fight around minute 25. Alamorex's Ashe got 1,000 gold, shut down on Irelia. Ka-ching. Trading Vel'Koz in the process. With a final push, Butler broke down UConn's defenses, winning the game. So good game, Butler, well played. In our UConn versus Providence match, this is the second game that we played on Saturday. UConn banned Seraphine, Yone, Malphite, Victor, and Ornn. Providence banned Udyr, Hecarim, Samira, Morgana, and Vel'Koz. Oh well. UConn picked Rumble top, Jarvan for jungle, Ziggs mid, Caitlyn in ADC, and Pantheon as support. Providence picked Garagas as top, Ivern in the jungle, Nico in the mid, Draven in ADC, and Leona in support. Around minute 450, UConn lost 2 kills in the bottom lane. Joey Noobs came in and cleaned up those kills on Draven and Leona around 550, taking that back a little bit. UConn picked up 2 kills, one in the mid lane with Hydra, and Joey Noobs getting a kill on Nico, and one in the bottom lane with Son of One's gank. UConn translated this lead by getting into the first Ocean Dragon's face and taking it down. UConn showed their dominance in this game by taking the bottom lane, continuously getting kills on Draven. Despite Providence's efforts to try to stem the bleeding in the bot lane, UConn responded well by sending Joey Noob's bot in retaliation. Around minute 14, UConn wins a team fight in the opponent's team's red jungle. UConn secured the Rift Herald and the second dragon of the game before making a huge push down to mid, leading to a 4-2 trade in kills in UConn's favor. UConn won the game by 22 minutes. Congratulations, team. Good job. In our Rocket League news, we also have some good news. Going into Wednesday's matchup against Morris, the Rocket League team looked a little bit shaky. Having lost almost 20 of their last practice games in a row, they maybe weren't exactly sure going into this, but Wednesday's matchup would be a key benchmark for navigating their way out of this slump. The best in 5 series started off a little bit scary, with UConn in the first game going down 2-0 with 2 quick goals late in the game. Morris quickly took game 1, but then in game 2, there was a back-and-forth battle. Ultimately, UConn pulled away with the game to secure a 3-1 victory. Game 3 was the most dominant performance from the team, as they seemed to find their stride against a struggling Morris team with a 4-1 victory, bringing the series 2-1. Match point. UConn continued their dominance in a crucial game 4, quickly going up to 2-0 very early in the game. A little relieved and a little relaxed, UConn slipped in up and late in the game, allowing Morris to close the gap to 2-1, threatening a game 5. With plenty of time remaining, UConn was able to hold their lead and secure their victory. They have extended their undefeated streak 4-0 in the spring split and improved to a total overall record of 7-5. A win is a win, but the team has a week ahead to figure out their practice woes before they face Hofstra on Wednesday. But they have to stay focused and prepare themselves, and they have to bleed a little blue. Full breakdown of this match on the Rocket League club page, link below. And remember to check out this Saturday's League of Legends matches. St. John's at 1 p.m. and Marquette at 2:30. Links below. Rocket League is up against Hofstra, like I mentioned, on Wednesday at 9 p.m. So go check them out and watch them on Twitch. And now my chat with the Rocket League team and hearing from them why they play here at UConn. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being able to have spend some time with us and talking about this game and UConn. So why don't I start off with the first question? How were you introduced to the game?
So while you guys think about that, I guess I can start, and I can say I remember in like 2016, I watched the Tim the Tatman Twitch stream, and I was watching his streams. I used to watch him, and he downloaded a game called Rocket League, and I thought it was like the hypest thing ever when he was playing it. So I decided to download it after that, and from there, that was just I played it forever and ever. So that was my story.
I think my friend like told me about it before it got released, because like we were like watching like start videos, and then I think I got it either like the first or second day it came out, like on Xbox.
I think it was 2015. I saw maybe a YouTube video. It was early, before I even played the game. And I was like, oh, wow, that's cool. And then like maybe a year after that, my friend introduced me to the game, and I was like, wow, that looks terrible. I don't want to play that game. But I ended up playing it, and it was really fun, and I got hooked on it and played it that entire summer of 2016. And then here I am, still playing it.
5 years later.
How long have you been playing Rocket League exactly?
I think I've been playing since 2016, so that's 5 years, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it like 2015, right when it came out. It took me like a year break, but
Yeah, I did the same thing. But
Right.
2016, you know.
Do you have a play style? Anything interesting that would say is your signature move?
So you guys can think of how to word this, but I guess I can go. I can explain that. I feel like at least what it used to be was like I kind of just played off you guys, and I was like the one who I guess did stay back a little more, but now it's kind of changing. I feel like we all kind of occupy the same spots on the field at different times in the games and all games we play.
yeah.
So we all kind of take a shot at every position in each series, each game. But I think we're all like balanced. Maybe I guess John is a little more offensive. I'm more offensive. Mitch kind of stays back now a little more.
Yeah.
That's how I'd see it, but I'm not sure about what you guys think.
Yeah, I think we all rotate now. I think definitely before, like when I first like came on with you guys, it was like Anton, you're definitely more like defensive and passive. Like you took less risks, I think, than you do now. But that was also because I think we were definitely a little bit wild when we went up at offense. But I think now we do a pretty good job of switching roles. Like I don't think anyone like holds a certain role for like the whole game. I think we're pretty good at adapting to each other and what we want to do.
Dawn, come on. Oh, she left her scrunchie here.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
All right, Mitch, you're up.
Yeah, I think I agree with a lot of what you guys said earlier with Anton staying back more, and then I'll talk to you later about it.
Oh, okay.
Can you close my door? Thank you.
Funny.
But yeah, I would agree with a lot of what we just said with Anton saying back more when we first started and John just going for the ball.
Yeah.
And now I think that we do have a lot more rotational ability, and we're all everywhere a lot more than we used to be, doing a lot more passing, and I think that's what is good about how we've adapted so far.
Yeah.
Agreed.
What's your involvement been with esports, and how did you get involved with esports here at UConn?
So I'll say that before this, I wasn't actually involved in esports at all. Rocket League was just a game I played. And then I realized that there was a gaming club at UConn, met some Rocket League kids, which I found out through the involvement fairs. I asked around for where's Rocket League, where's Rocket League, where's Rocket League. I found where Rocket League was, and I met Justin, who was the division head at the time, and he held tryouts, and I didn't make a team, so I kind of made my own team with the other guys who didn't make a team, and then eventually Justin kind of stopped being division head, and he told me to take over, and it's been what it has been now ever since.
Nice. I mean, I think my first like year and a half here, I always saw like the involvement fairs like about the game club, but like I didn't have my PC. Well, I didn't have a PC, so I didn't have anything on campus, so I didn't really bother to get involved. But then when like COVID was starting to happen, kind of knew that we were all like going back, so I was like, oh, this might be my chance to actually get involved with like other people here on campus that play the game. And I knew that there was a Discord because it's a gaming club, so I literally just looked it up online until I found it, and then I made my way. And lucky for me, tryouts for like probably like in a month from when I found it, and yeah, I'm from there.
Well, it wasn't until I think my second semester of freshman year. I think that's what it was. Because that first semester I was at the branch, at the Waterloo branch. So like I was just playing Rocket League at home. And then I came up to stores and was just playing Rocket League by myself. And I was like, they gotta have a Rocket League team. So I just Googled UConn Rocket League. I think I found I think it was a Twitter.
Ooh.
I think it was a Twitter, and then there was a link to maybe the Discord, or there was a gaming club Discord link, and then through the gaming club I found the Rocket League Discord that we have, and then that's how I got involved.
I love the fact that we have both Hartford and Stanford campus esports clubs as well. There's always a big community across all of UConn. So how do competitive sports compare to collegiate sports in your experience?
Yeah, so this is like a big question, especially because like now that esports and sports are kind of like, I don't know, like a lot of people are talking about like, is esports a legitimate thing? Like how legit is this thing actually? It's just games on a computer, and like, yeah, to an extent that is true. And I've heard in the past that that's why UConn doesn't really like it, or at least some people at UConn don't really like it. But it's like, I think it is important to make that distinction that esports are not sports, they're esports. Like it's called that difference for a reason. Definitely not as physically demanding at all. It definitely tests other abilities. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just who's the best at this video game. It's certainly something that I guess in society it's really weird now, just because like video games, I don't know, they've gotten some bad press in the past, and so making them into something where you can make a living off of it is just, I mean, I don't know how society's going to feel about that. So it's proven to be a difficult come up, I guess, but it is booming as the younger kids get older, and as more younger kids get involved in playing video games and realizing they can do it for a living, so they spend more time on it, and it'll grow. But yeah, it's just different, and people got to get used to it, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm like, I agree. I don't really, I mean, they are comparable in some ways, but it's called esports for a reason. And I think that like, especially recently with like COVID, I feel like more people are more open to the idea, especially because it's something that like anyone can do. And I feel like it's even like more affordable than like real sports and more convenient because you can do it like whenever. it's on your own time kind of thing. And especially because most things it's like open, you know, you don't really have to pay entry fees or anything. It's just like if you're good enough, then you can do it. And I think, you know, with COVID now, people are realizing that this could be the future because, you know, a lot of sports have to take like time away. And I think for a lot of people, like esports filled that gap. And I think it's the future.
Yeah, you guys covered a lot of the bases, and I agree with pretty much everything you say. It's not as demanding as an actual sport, I wouldn't say, at least at this level. And it's more accessible to people who just have some free time. You don't really have to like pay to watch esports. You know what I mean? It's just like on Twitch or something like that. So I think that it could have a pretty big future in that respect.
What do you think the future holds for esports?
So I think personally that in esports, at least like I think it'll grow naturally just because more young people are going to end up playing video games because they grew up watching esports, and as it gets more popular, it's like one of those things where as more people get involved, like it benefits off itself, kind of like brings in more people as more people start watching, because as the eyes get averted to whatever Rocket League or Dota or whatever other esport there is, people are going to see that, be like, hey, wait, I want that many people to watch me play video games. So then they're going to spend more time playing video games. But I think in the short term, I guess, or like in this current state of like, I guess like society, people have to figure out a way to get people to watch esports and like get people to like come from positions where they haven't played a video game maybe, but still watch video games. And that's definitely a challenge that I'm not sure how you fix or how you address. So.
Yeah, I think there's going to need to be like someone or some company that, you know, gets into like marketing like the esports leagues and managing all that, because like right now it's so easy just to like, I don't know, just to like find a game, stream it, have people watch it, and you can just go around from game to game, person to person, like so fast, that like I feel like soon it's definitely going to keep growing. Like no matter what, people are going to keep joining because you always find stuff that you want to do that you're not right now, and it's so easy just to get another game. But like eventually, it's going to be too much of that, and there needs to be like not one place, but just like a few places where you can go to like find the top esports. And I don't know if we necessarily have that now, but I hope in the future that we do. And I think when we do then we can like start making the comparison of like real sports to esports kind of thing.
Yeah, there's a lot for there's a lot of room for improvement, I would say, in esports, because right now without the mainstream like domain, Twitch is just getting oversaturated and stuff like that with streamers, people wanting to keep on playing. It's because they can play, and like that's how accessible esports is, and which is one of the best parts about it. But without like larger companies taking on the role of advertisement and stuff like that, I think it would be hard for it to really get to this level of sports, actual sports,
Yeah.
sports.
What makes UConn special when it comes to esports?
I think UConn is particularly interesting because, especially in America at least, like collegiate competition in general is just like a really big thing. And like esports as like a rising industry, UConn can kind of take advantage if they chose to. So that's what I think makes it really unique. Just like the opportunity that UConn has to fully incorporate esports, not only into their athletics program, I guess, but also just into maybe trying to normalize it, somehow kind of trying to blend it into real sports in a way, marketing it, advertising it, just because so they can be ahead of the curve, because it is an investment at the end of the day. And if UConn is able to attract kids who are good at video games, it can make them a lot of money, especially as esports grows and the cash prizes grow and stuff like that. And then as those cash prizes grow, big networks want a piece of the prize, so they come in. And then if UConn had gotten in earlier, and that earlier time is now, they can benefit big. So I think that's what makes it really kind of unique, especially as a university.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree. And also, like, now, like, we've had pro leagues in a lot of the top, like, the tier 1 esports games for a while now. So the next step then is like collegiate level. And we're seeing like a lot of competitions like start building up prize pools, and like a good pro player base plays like in college too. So it's definitely the next step that a lot of games are taking. You know, obviously before we start going like elementary kind of thing, like how you have with soccer, you know, and you're like 8, you play for the first time kind of thing. And then there's like a lot of like coaching too and stuff like that. But the collegiate leagues are definitely like on the rise, and I think it's important to get in early and start like building that legacy. Like, I mean, in Rocket League, we see like there's like 2 top teams that have been here for like a while now. So.
Right.
Yeah, and especially at UConn, we have like such a large population.
Yeah, we definitely got some good people everywhere.
Yeah, they get so exciting, and they're really fun to watch, and that's how you bring in like a huge amount of just like, I don't know, friendship and camaraderie into Rocket League, especially.
All right, so the next question is, what other games do you play? I actually don't play any other games, I don't think. I think maybe some other games that I play would be like on my phone. Like sometimes I go out and like download like, I don't know, like a Flappy Bird clone or something like that. And I just play it, grind it. But like I don't play any other game other than Rocket League. I feel like just because, I don't know, I put so much time into Rocket League, it's kind of been a game that I always just default to playing. And then sometimes I play Minecraft. But other than that, you know, it's just Rocket League.
Which is like, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, especially with schoolwork and stuff, and like we have a lot of matches now that I basically like only play Rocket League. I'll pull up like Slapshot like once a week, maybe. It's a little ice hockey game. I mean, like over the summer, I think I play like Valorant or just random games when you get bored, you know. But it's mainly just like Rocket League.
Yeah. I would say the same. I play a lot of Minecraft now too, I guess. But it's a lot of Rocket League when we have matches, and then just like throughout the summer, it'd be just, I don't know, random games that become popular.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
What other games do you play? Do you have any thoughts on the matches that you guys have been playing this season?
I'm going to let Mitch go first. Let's go in reverse because I want to let you guys answer this more than me.
Okay.
How many matches did we play? We played 3 in the Big East, and then a couple more in IGL.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think they went pretty well. We won the first 3 Big East, right?
Yeah. And then if you want, you can probably say something about like the past split in the fall or whatever.
Yeah, those didn't go as well. I mean, we didn't finish with a winning record, but I mean, we came back pretty strong. I know we're playing a few different teams, but we played the same teams and showed them that we are competitive. So I'd say so far in this split here that we're in right now, we're doing pretty good. And then still room for improvement, though. You know how it is.
Always, yeah. Yeah, last split, I think we're definitely like underperformed, I'd say. Because I think a lot of those matches, like, we knew that we were better, but we just like weren't playing on the day. I don't know if that was like, I don't know if necessarily nerves or like getting used to competing or maybe overthinking it, but definitely this split we're a lot better at like actually showing up on game day. And also it was good that we scrim teams that we lost to last season, but like we knew we could beat them and we beat them in scrim, so that was pretty good. So I think we're doing definitely, we sorted out like most of our issues, I'd say. From my end, I feel like we did. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree because we in the last season we had we were like 3-5. That was definitely disappointing. There were some of those games that were just like really, I don't know. It was EGF was just like something we couldn't figure out for the longest time. And then I think over that winter, well, it is winter, but like it was, I think, December, January, where we had that time off before we had the next split, and I think we played like every day for
Yeah,
with little
my
break.
hours were pretty high.
Yeah, we played a lot, and we also got amazing opportunities from something called the field, which is just where teams go and we queue together, and essentially just by how it's structured, we got put into a queue which is maybe that too high of a level for us. So what ended up happening was we played teams that were much better than we were, and I think we learned a lot from that. We did that pretty consistently for about a month. So we were playing teams that were consistently better than, wow, what a voice crack, but they were consistently better than us. And we definitely learned a lot, and the confidence against certain teams just improved, at least for me. And it's showing now because we got a huge win against Butler, which was a team that was like one that we were expecting a win against the first time we played. At least I was.
Yeah, I think
I
we all were.
Yeah, and it sucks that we're not able to kind of play the exact same teams we played last split, because those were one of the ones we were eyeing, especially teams like Seton Hall. But we've been scrimming some of the teams like Xavier and Butler, and DePaul. Or we haven't scrimmed Butler, but we scrimmed Xavier and DePaul. We pretty sure we won both of them. We were like a winning record in both of them. So we definitely know we're good enough. We could probably shoot to win the Big East, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Oh my God. Hitos just sent me a 27-minute air dribble.
Jeez. Maniac.
Wait, 27 minutes?
Maniac.
Yeah. Oh, 27 seconds. Whoops.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I was about
I
to
was
say.
is that real?
Kind of nuts.
That's
All right.
pretty good though. Holy.
That's pretty much it. So, are you guys getting on?
All right. Nice. Yeah.
All right. I'm literally getting on. So, thanks for the interview.
Well, thank you so much for being able to spend some time with us. I love being able to see all your faces and the faces behind the cars, so to speak, and get to know you a little bit better and get to know, why you're playing this game and why it's interesting to you. So again, thank you. Keep up the good work, and I really hope you're having some fun out there. In other news, there's more news. League of Legends Club is hosting a 5vs5 tournament this upcoming weekend. More information is on the Discord server, as well as a link down below. This is just something for fun, so go ahead and play, sign up. Everyone's invited. I would love to see everyone playing. It's definitely the time to get together and blow off some steam as midterms approach. That's all the news I've got this week. See you on Twitch, rooting for our teams, and go Huskies!